Right now at 10, the Skogans sell festival foods. What new ownership will mean for Wisconsin shoppers.
And Congressman Van Orden is introducing a new bill, how it's aiming to stop violent political rhetoric.
Plus, sustaining nutrition in Holmen. Students embracing an autumn tradition, how their efforts will bear fruit in their own district.
WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. A St. Louis-based chain is buying festival foods.
So what does this mean for shoppers? News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the studio with the answer. Jadius.
The Wisconsin grocery chain has been sold to Schnuck Markets, and it may change what some customers see on shelves. After 80 years and 3 generations, the Skogan family will no longer run festival foods.
I'm surprised. That will be quite a community change. I rely on Festival for many things.
While Schnuck will assume control, Festival says its name and operations will stay the same. What experts say could change are the items on the shelves.
Schnucks and Festival Foods, they use different wholesalers. So there may be some differences in their supply chains. They'll have to negotiate some different contracts. It may cause some consolidation from their suppliers.
The La Crosse Chamber of Commerce says the sale is about more than just business operations. It's also about how the new ownership carries forward Festival's community legacy.
We wish the new owners a warm welcome and nothing but the best, and we hope that the Schnuck owners follow the model of servant leadership that has been set so well by the Skogan family.
Outgoing Festival CEO Mark Skogan says it's been a privilege to serve Wisconsin communities and continue the legacy his grandparents began in 1946. The deal is set to close in October. Reporting in the studio, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. Congressman Derek Van Orden is introducing a bill he hopes will stop violent political rhetoric. It would ban federal funds for entities employing people who support political violence and domestic terrorism. Now, this follows comments by 2 Eau Claire City Council members about Charlie Kirk's death. Van Orden says while his aim is not to punish the community or opposition, those comments raise concerns about how Eau Claire uses federal money.
If they have people in leadership that are saying this stuff in public, what are they saying in private? How will they skew the funds to help people who share their political beliefs if they're willing to mock the assassination of a conservative?
Critics of the bill say it violates the First Amendment.
The La Crosse Police Department is investigating a motorcycle crash that happened this afternoon. It was at the intersection of West Avenue and Farnham Street. One individual was transported to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. A memorial will be held for Elliot Hines at Viterbo University on Thursday. It will be at the San Damiano Chapel at 2 p.m. Hines disappeared in downtown La Crosse last month. Her body was eventually found in the Mississippi River. Police said there was no signs of foul play.
Yeah, overall we had a warm, probably sunny day for a lot of areas and humid, but we did have a little bit of thunderstorm activity far to the southwest of us, and we got the cloud cover going on right now, but it's going to be another warm and muggy night too. Right now activity is really just cloud cover. A lot of that is not reaching the ground. Some sprinkles just west of Decorah, just south of there. Actually some heavier rainfall too, even flash flooding south of Mason City. So these storms are slow moving and they do produce quite a bit of rainfall. We just haven't seen that activity yet. Overnight, we're not going to see much. We might see still a sprinkle, especially south of I-90, given that activity down there, but otherwise it can be warm. There will be pockets of fog or low clouds developing for the areas that don't see a lot of cloud cover. That's the main issue for Eau Claire, but getting up to 79, we will have sunshine late morning into the early afternoon time frame for both locations, and then we do have some storms coming later in the forecast, so we'll break down those storm chances for Wednesday, Thursday, and that activity increases as we go throughout the weekend, so we'll explain all that a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, thank you, Greg.
The League of Women Voters is celebrating National Voter Registration Day. Joined with thousands of partners across the country, the LWV is encouraging citizens to check their registration to prepare for the 2026 elections. Registered voters may have had their record deactivated if they haven't voted since the last presidential election.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz will seek a third term. In a campaign video released today, Walz says his work isn't done yet.
I've always tried to do what's right for Minnesota, and I'll never stop fighting to protect us from the chaos, corruption, and cruelty coming out of Washington.
No Minnesota governor has won a third consecutive term since 1963. On the Republican side, former businessman Kendall Qualls and State Representative Kristen Robbins have announced their intent to run. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers was in La Crosse today, highlighting clean energy efforts. He toured a home on Sunrise Drive. The homeowner received energy assessments and enrolled in rebate programs for heat pumps and water heaters. Evers says Wisconsin is working toward 100% carbon-free electricity by 2050. The governor also visited the Menominee Nation to tour solar projects there.
Well, new concerns over health care funding. The Affordable Care Act's premium tax credits expire at the end of the year. On Capitol Hill, Democrats, including Senator Tammy Baldwin, urged Republicans to act.
Time is of the essence. Families and businesses are planning for next year, and we need to get this done.
Baldwin also said over 24 million people will see their premiums go up without the tax break.
Construction is underway on a $23 million affordable housing development in La Crosse. Haven on Main will include 70 units. Half of those will be leased to people with disabilities. Each apartment is designed to be accessible. Haven for Special People, Cooley Cap, and Girard Corporation are teaming up for this project.
The Haven on Main is a little personal to me, and I don't usually share this story, but I have a special needs nephew, and my sister and I, we constantly talk about making sure that he can live independently and giving him the resources. And it's projects like these that also make something like that happen.
The building will be powered by solar, so all utilities will be included in rent.
Western Technical College cut the ribbon on its remodeled student spaces. The Student Center and bookstore have been remodeled, and the new Basic Needs Center provides students with resources for food, transportation, and housing.
Sometimes some things just happen in a student's life that puts up barriers, and they have a tough time finding food to eat, or they have a tough time paying a bill or fixing a car for transportation. And at any time they can come into that space and get that help from either us or community members.
The ribbon cutting doubled as a food drive.
Something good is growing in Holmen, where students took part for a unique field trip.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergit tagged along and has the story.
Holmen high schoolers partnered with elementary school students today to pick apples from their very own district orchard, and these apples will go right back into the district's meal program.
I like picking them, like they're fun to pick.
Holmen's Viking elementary students getting a taste of outdoor education.
It's kind of hard, but it's fun.
The district has been growing its own apple orchard for around the last decade.
It started off, this was just a barren hill, and we had a bunch of students come up here, build the fence, plant the trees.
Students in the high school agriculture class care for the orchard, making sure the trees can blossom.
It's real life experience that they get. It's not just reading a book. They'll come up here and actually do it correctly, be shown the right way to do it, and get their hands dirty, which I think really makes a difference in the way kids learn.
When the apples are ready to be picked, the agriculture class helps third graders with the harvest.
The apples that we got to pick, and they're going to be at our school so we can eat them.
It'll be in the school breakfast and school lunch program. What we'll do, depending how many cases we get, we'll divide them up between the schools, and they'll be out on our fruit bars.
While the orchard has always been meant to be an educational tool for the district, it's also helping them save money.
Typically right now, I think a case of apples is about $45, and I fully expect to get 30 to 40 cases out of here this year. So it can add up over the years. Long term, this will pay for itself many times over.
And for the district's agriculture students, the fruits of their labor are a prize almost as sweet as apple pie.
You work hard to make all this stuff grow, and you feel like a sense of accomplishment when you see people eating what you grew.
Now the high school agriculture class isn't done with the apple orchard quite yet. In a few months they'll come back out to actually prune the apple trees. Reporting in Holmen, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
And clue number 2 for the 2025 Oktoberfest medallion is in.
It reads, the late 1800s preferred mode of travel and transportation eventually spurred a more modern, classy station. Deliveries of coal, freight, and more up until the other competition came in a roar. Now 10 clues will be shared until the medallion is found. Prizes include $500 cash and a souvenir medallion.
Still to come tonight, FBI Director Kash Patel facing criticism, why he's catching backlash from both sides of the political aisle.
And Charlie Kirk's suspected killer appearing in court today. The charges he faces when we come back.
In the Northland, we're chasing fall by tackling the back roads and any type of terrain. While going off the beaten path, even if there's a bump along the way. The only right way to get out there this season is in a Ford SUV that can handle it all. Now get $3,500 open bonus cash on a new 2025 Ford Escape. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
You may not realize it, but Boyers and Pleasning have a lot in common. We used to be neighbors at West and South Avenue. Then we moved south to Ward Avenue. And we moved north to George and Gillette. But we still have a lot in common, like comfort. Like the comfort of a Pleasning taco. The comfort of a Boyers sofa. Pleasning chili. A Boyers love seat. Pleasning rubs. The ultimate in comfort. A Boyers recliner. And a Pleasning Bloody Mary.
Furnish your home with the Forest at Black River Furniture Outlet, Wisconsin's best priced furniture store. Browse cozy Amish rockers, customizable easy sofas made in Wisconsin, and stunning handmade dining sets in hickory, walnut, aspen, and barnwood. Shop pantries, counter bars, gun cabinets, and more. Style your space this season with our cabin rug collection, multiple sizes available. Swing by the bed shed for rustic bedroom sets, bunk beds, and Amish-made office furniture. Family and veteran owned. Visit Black River Furniture Outlet this summer.
Tyler Robinson, the man authorities believe assassinated political activist Charlie Kirk last week, appeared in court for the first time today.
This comes as officials are sharing new details about messages exchanged between Robinson and his roommate. CBS News' Andres Gutierrez has the details.
Tyler Robinson, the suspect in last week's fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, made his first court appearance on camera from the Utah County Jail Tuesday. Wearing a sleeveless smock, Robinson appeared stoic throughout the proceedings, stating only his name.
Could you state your name?
Tyler James Robinson.
I have reviewed your declaration of financial status and find that you are indigent. I'm provisionally appointing a Rule 8 qualified attorney to represent you on your case.
Robinson is charged with aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, 2 counts of witness tampering, and committing a violent offense in the presence of a child. Prosecuting attorneys confirmed Tuesday they are seeking the death penalty.
I am filing a notice of intent to seek the death penalty. I do not take this decision lightly.
Investigators are piecing together evidence, including a rifle found in a wooded area after the shooting at Utah Valley University in Orem. At a press conference Tuesday, officials read messages exchanged between Robinson and his roommate.
The roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it."
Robinson's being held without bond at the Utah County Jail. He's back in court on September 29th. Kirk's public funeral will take place Sunday at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, the home field of the Arizona Cardinals. President Trump will attend. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Hurricane, Utah.
Lawmakers grilling FBI Director Kash Patel on Capitol Hill today. Patel was catching flack from both sides of the political aisle. Senators have asked him about his handling of the Kirk assassination probe and the release of information tied to Jeffrey Epstein. Patel was also asked about recent staff firings for alleged political reasons and are now suing.
You providing a one-sided story from your perch is absolutely disgraceful because the men and women of the FBI deserve better.
Patel returns to the Hill tomorrow for questioning before the House Judiciary Committee.
In New York, a legal blow to prosecutors in the Luigi Mangione state murder case. A judge dropping the terrorism charges, calling them insufficient. Mangione is accused of fatally shooting United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last year. The Justice Department says it will still seek the death penalty in federal court.
We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, unfortunately, our shower and thunderstorm chance starts to increase Wednesday, but we still got summer warm for at least a couple more days. We'll time out the storms and then see what the temperatures look like throughout the weekend. That all coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
If you have aging or cracked sewer lines that need to be replaced, choose Maxwell White. We make sewer replacements a stress-free process and make sure your lines are good to go for many years to come. For a limited time only, we're offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk.
I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site to the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram now during the Drive into Fall sales event. Stop into Pischke Motors to save over 15% off MSRP on a 2025 Ram 1500. Plus, get 3.9% financing for 72 months. Ram trucks are built to serve power. So get in a Ram today. Hurry in because this offer ends September 30th. Go to Pischke.com. Pischke Motors West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
We see you out there making the most of every moment.
Happy birthday, buddy.
One big, bright idea at a time. At Blaine's, we're glad to be part of it by offering best-in-class products and solutions at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Right now, during our 70th anniversary sale, Victor Allen's Farmer's Blend Brew Cups, $13.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. And Rewards members get a free $15 gift card with a $75 purchase of Hill's Science Diet Pet Food and Treats. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Yeah, I mentioned we had activity this evening really over central and almost southern Iowa. Some heavy thunderstorms, even severe, heavy amounts of rain too. As you saw, they didn't move much and shifted northward. But even you could see a few sprinkles overnight, probably south of I-90 with this activity still there. Mainly cloud cover spreading north and to the west. But that would be something we might see a little bit of a shower. Otherwise, the rest of the night should be quiet. There's your cold front right there. That's going to be flaring a factor eventually for tomorrow. And all the rest of the activity all the way to the west and rotating over into Billings, Montana too, as this whole area, this huge low or the system is going to be slow moving over the next several days. Eventually it'll be parked kind of over our area by the time we get to Saturday, so it will become unsettled. In the meantime, as you mentioned, there's a little bit of activity right here, so a sprinkle is possible, normally just cloud cover. That's going to lift north. Otherwise, once it dissipates, we just see cloud cover out there. Off and on clouds, there's a possibility that some low clouds, even some fog potential in some of these river valleys, if you have clearing skies, could happen through tomorrow morning. Once all that kind of gets out of the way, in the morning we should see more sunshine in the afternoon time frame, basically late morning to early afternoon before all the activity to the west begins to kind of push close to the area, along with the front that'll be just north of Rusk County. We're going to keep the area that's rotating around the low to the west. It'll begin to push into the area. By the time we get to around the evening commute, with activity just north of I-94 scattered and just to the west. So by the time we get to about 7, 8, we'll start seeing some of that come through. Now, most of it does kind of fall apart, but there will be some showers and storms pushing through the area, and some of this could continue overnight too. We'll have to see if it does keep hold together. Now, basically, the low is going to be situated by Friday pretty close to us. Friday night into Saturday looks the best opportunity to see maybe some widespread light rainfall. Saturday, we'll see more showers and thunderstorms off and on as that low just sits there, and even Sunday, it's kind of just to our east. I think we'll start seeing a little bit less in the way of activity for Sunday. And Monday overall looks to be dry before we have another cold front come through. Precipitation, this is really dependent on where things play out. So I think a lot of areas will see at least a 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. This is for a 7-day period, basically over about Thursday through Monday. Some areas could push 1 to 1.5 inches. This depends if we get some thunderstorms like today in Iowa, where some thunderstorms could sit. It's pretty good rainfall. We could see quite a bit from that, but overall we should see widespread rainfall, at least somewhat, through Monday. Now, temperatures tomorrow should get back into the low to mid 80s. I think more clouds than we saw today, so I don't know if we'll quite see those upper 80s, even a few 90s out to our west. As we go into Thursday, more clouds, more precipitation chances, so we kind of drop the temperatures a few degrees, but still low to mid 80s and still somewhat humid. The big temperature then change comes as we go into Friday with that low pretty much close by, and the rain chances kind of ramp up, and I expect those chances to come and start increasing more as we get towards Friday night into Saturday. And overall, we do cool down, but our temperatures are still a little bit above average or close to average going into Monday before another cold front comes through, and that looks to be more of an extended dry period, I think, once we get past Monday. And as you're looking towards Oktoberfest, I know everyone's kind of looking ahead there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks quite average, maybe low to mid 70s, and as right now, it does look kind of dry. That could change, but that's what it's kind of trending that way.
That sounds nice.
Not too bad.
So far, so good.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Packers prepare for a Week 3 date with the winless Browns. Plus, hear from a couple members of the best defense in all of Wisconsin prep football. Jacob is next.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle.
Help your pup feel their best with water therapy at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our heated pool is perfect for recovery, mobility, and gentle exercise. Book your dog's splash session today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. Plus, get $4,500 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
This right here is what the experts call a problem.
Today I'm lifting some sunken concrete.
So again, this is simply forming a new layer between the soil and the concrete, and it's expanding as we speak.
That's right.
That's moving.
It's moving.
Son of a gun.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
It's weirdly satisfying.
Isn't it?
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, we are about halfway through the high school football season, which means we're starting to see who some of the contenders could be. And one team has made a major statement, forcing their opponents to walk the plank for 4 straight weeks. The Cochran-Fountain City Pirates have been a force. 4 straight wins without giving up a single point. The only team in the state of Wisconsin to do so. It's something they take pride in because they know a strong defense makes things easier for the rest of the team.
Our goal is just to keep working hard and make sure we just don't let up ever and just, keep pushing hard. We don't want anyone to score on us on defense. We want to just keep pushing, make sure we're all doing good and working hard.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep going, keep it 0 for every team we play. But, I think we came into the season knowing that we had something potential in us, and I think we're showing it so far.
On the offensive side of the ball, the Pirates have a balanced attack. They can run right over you or throw it over the top. It's a style that keeps opposing defenses always guessing.
We can pass and run really well, and we're good at both sides, so it just helps us because the teams never expect, they don't know what to expect, because first we can throw the ball really deep and then we can run it to the end zone. We always have that option, so the opportunity to do both things just helps.
And the Pirates are going into their toughest 2-week stretch of the regular season, taking on a one-loss Blair Taylor team this week and a potential Division 7 top 10 matchup against Pep and Alma in week number 6. A couple teams in the middle of the pack in the MVC doing battle on the volleyball court tonight. Aquinas trailing early in this one, but when you set up Sammy Davis, good things happen. A little later, Riverhawks showing off some tough defense at the net. Ella Crawford is going to send it back. Then a late flurry by the Blue Golds in the set. Kirsten Elskamp beats the blockers and puts it down with authority. And a set-defining moment coming up here after some great effort by the Central defense. The visitors send over the free ball, which allows Davis to take flight and log the big kill. This one goes 5, but the Blue Golds prevail. Westby taking on Black River Falls tonight, keeping their unbeaten record alive, and the Cooley is what they're hoping. Early in this one, Tigers off to a hot start. Mackenzie Rose puts one past the blocker and out of reach, but Westby would go on a roll, and it starts with senior Ava Berg sparking the offense with one of her 2 back-to-back aces. Then it was Berg again, this time letting it rip from the end line for the kill. Norseman would go up 7, and then on set point, Kelsey Nedlin's shot is too hot to handle, and Westby keeps their hot start against league foes going as they take this one in straight sets. The Onalaska Hilltoppers take down the Logan Rangers in 3 sets tonight, and in a top 10 matchup in Class 2A, it's Caledonia who gets the better of Cotter in 4. And in MVC boys soccer action, a battle of the top 2 teams in the standings, and it's Arcadia who walks out with the 5-2 victory. While the Packers are just the 5th team since 1966 to win their first 2 games of a season, both against teams that won 12 or more the year before. Now this week's opponent, the Cleveland Browns, have made the playoffs just 3 times in the last 20 seasons, but are off to a 0-2 start. But one of the rising stars on Jeff Hafley's defense says there's a reason that the saying any given Sunday is relevant in today's league.
The moment that complacency, settles in is the moment that you lost, your next game. So, yeah, we understand that we got to keep the foot on the pedal, no matter, even if it was, 2 0-2 teams that we beat, it really doesn't matter, heading into this next week, we got to keep that, same intensity, same foot on the pedal.
Packers defense will once again look to feast against a Browns offensive line that has struggled mightily already, allowing 35 pressures and 28 hurries, both which are the most in football. And the Brewers beginning a set with the Angels tonight, and Milwaukee didn't waste any time scoring in this one. Christian Yelich drives in Jackson Churio with a double to right. Then in the 4th, it's Yelich at the dish with another man on, and just like that, he makes it a 5-run lead for the Crew with his 29th homer of the year, and that is his 99th RBI. Freddie Peralta looking dominant once again, went 6 innings, allowing just 1 earned run and striking out 10. Milwaukee takes it 9-2. The final magic number in the Central now down to 7, guys. So we're talking football a lot, and rightfully so because it's exciting, but the Brewers are still hanging in there. Hopefully they get that 1 seed, and only 11 games left in the year.
Absolutely. I mean, the Phillies are right on their tail for the top seed, and the Phillies do have a very easy schedule in their last 7 games. So Brewers need to go on a roll here.
That's true. 11 games left. If they win 8, they win 100 games. She said 112. Not too far off, actually.
I think they'll do it. All right, more news right after this.
The National Home Furnishing Sale is back at Home Furniture. Get up to an extra 15% savings in instant factory rebates from our best furniture brands. Plus, get 36-month special financing with no money down. The National Home Furnishing Sale right now at Home Furniture.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms. We have kitchens. We have bathrooms. We have flooring. We have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial, or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to show you just how easy it is to make tacos and taco dip using Taco Pleasing. For the tacos, just brown 1 pound of ground meat with 4 teaspoons of Taco Pleasing. Add a half cup of water, simmer 15 minutes, spoon into a taco shell, and add your favorite garnish. For taco dip, blend cream cheese and a half cup of milk until smooth, then add 1 tablespoon of Taco Pleasing. Be sure to get your Taco Pleasing and 37 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Tacos.
The savings are heating up on fire tables during the fire sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to 50% off regular prices like this fire table set for $11.98, or get this woodland fire table for just $4.98. Hurry in for our year-end fire table sale, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, the countdown begins. As of today, there are 100 days until Christmas.
Can't believe it. Among those marking the 100-day mark, Walmart released its 2025 Top Toys list. The list of 50 of the hottest toys of the year aims to help parents get a head start on holiday shopping. And it's a good time to start thinking about holiday flights. The New York Times points out flights are typically their cheapest around 6 to 12 weeks ahead of the travel date. I was just going to start putting up fall decor this Friday.
Yeah, you got the right idea.
Right.
Embrace fall.
Yeah.
Because we haven't even had fall-like temperatures yet. We're still in the 80s and high 70s these days.
We were just talking about it though. On that list, there's probably going to be a La Fubu.
La Boo-Boo?
La Boo-Boo. I always mess it up. La Boo-Boo's the real one. La Fufu's the fake one.
That's right.
That little doll toy.
Yeah, we'll get one for Greg for Christmas.
Yeah, he liked that. All right, Greg has another look at your forecast right after this.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
Look closely at this truck. You'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and out, it's designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding job. The Ford F-150. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Now lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 for $449 a month, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. At American Waterworks, we use modern techniques and warranted solutions to restore your peace of mind in your home. After all, your home's foundation issues won't get better with time, but it will with our proven solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Did you know taking one pill can kill someone you love? Today's opioid overdoses are the leading cause of accidental death in the U.S. Yet many young people don't know what they're actually ingesting. I know this heartbreaking truth firsthand. I lost my son. Our Wisconsin schools desperately need life-saving Narcan kits in their schools, but it takes legislation to make that happen. Please contact your state senator today.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Inventory is priced to sell, so stop in today. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
All right, waking up tomorrow morning, we could have some areas of fog, but then we'll have showers and thunderstorms. Good, probably towards the PM commute, I would say, and evening. That looks like the best activity. Then Thursday, more activity. It still kind of ramps up, but still warm and humid really through Thursday, and it's not all-day type rain yet.
All right, that'll do it for us tonight.
See you tomorrow.